Hey guys, GameBoy3800 here, once again back on Forza Horizon 5. We've been looking at this Mustang for a long time. Currently the leader with a 127.3 with a 30 lap there, so we're still going up against a challenger. Nothing's beat that. Although, last episode, the Mercury Cruiser, that was able to get within half of a tenth. The issue though, it weighed 3,500 pounds, and the Challenger weighs 3,000. So, what's next? Well, we got a few vehicles here. Are any of these tuned to 450? No. That's not. That's definitely not. That's not. That's not. That's pretty close, but not. Ah, here we go. Yep, we're going back into the muscle car era. Not only from last episode with the Mercury, but now with the Oldsmobile. And then coming up, the Plymouths and the Pontiac. So we're getting back into full muscle car territory this episode. Got two different B-Class tunes. One of these is slightly faster than the other, you might be able to tell. But only one of these fits the category of 450 horsepower. So this is going to be different. The Oldsmobile Tornado. Normally it's a front-wheel drive muscle car. There's very few of those in the world. I think only the Oldsmobiles and Cadillacs had it. But yeah, it's certainly different. This car is weird as well. It's got the aerodynamic properties of a barn. And with the rear aerodynamics, it actually was nowhere near the top of B-Class, so I'm actually not running any aero this time around. We're ready to go. Actually, I did not check the ride height. How high are those? Good ride height. So, this is rear-wheel drive swapped. But look at it, it's full handling. I'm used to this car being front-wheel drive and fairly grippy. I have no idea how this car is going to do rear-wheel drive swapped. It is naturally aspirated, just like the Mercury from last episode. This car is the heaviest muscle car in the game. If you all-wheel drive it and put in the diesel engine, it's like 5,600 pounds as a mean. This is lightened up with the roll cage and like thick boy tires all around. Definitely a different car to what I'm used to driving with this setup. This car is feeling nice to drive. It doesn't feel like it's got much power, but then again, we're not revving very high. Only 5,000 RPM. Do I need more than that, though? Let's find out. I think we do need more than that. We're only 100 miles an hour. Even the GMC Vandura was faster than that. Wow. Wow. I am still shocked by that, how slow this car is. I can rev it out a bit, so I will try doing that for the next laps. This is such a good handling car. It is so slow though. Like, I even went too tight for that tree line. I could probably go even tighter. Like, go left of the tree. I've never done that before. And yeah, I should have been in fourth gear for the majority of that. God dang it. Well, now we know. This is also a car that loves boost, much like the Buick GSX and the Dodge Charger. Once you give it any boost, the torque goes num 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 num. But naturally aspirated. You know, it's a shame they didn't have the 1971 or 1970 model year of this car in the game. Because that engine in that year was completely busted. 400 horsepower, 510 foot-pounds of torque. Bro, that's Buick GSX or Cadillac 8.2 liter numbers. Out of a 7.5 liter? Like, that would have been much better. But yeah, I'm not winning this lap. I'm just, because I did such a big drift, I tried to not hit the brakes to see what would happen. And it didn't work out for me. So give it up to the Oldsmobile. It's a great car. Normally in front-wheel drive guys with 900 foot-pounds of torque, though. Not this time around. And don't forget, this is with no aerodynamics, so it's as slippery as it can be. But then the front scoops are just that. They're huge scoops. So, no winning for the Oldsmobile here. I could just end this car in its misery. But I'll give it this last lap, since it is a good car to drive. Like, it's actually enjoyable. Give it up for the Olds. Not going to win this time, though. Not this series. It did win the series, though, when it was in front-wheel drive guys with 850 foot-pounds of torque. There was a volcano scramble before the little Honda Mugen came out and just said, no you, and won then. That was a muscle car series, though, so seeing a Honda win was just for a meme. Next up, we go to Plymouth. Can Mopar get back on top? We know we're going up against a challenger, but it's actually the Ford Mustang Boss 2 here that's been the leader for a while. In fact, it's been the leader for so long, I forget which episode it was that it got to the leader status. So all these cars are tuned for our event. And so are all these cars. One of them has a slightly sus torque number. But these cars are heavy coming up. These cars are lighter. I wonder which of these two brands will do better. Let's waste no more time and get right into the 426hp Plymouth Cuda. Now there's 1971. I do wonder if that is a worse year than 1970 or 69 for the Cuda. It does look smashing though. Let's not forget, this is basically a challenger. So the challenger has another chance to get back on top. And what are we going up against? The challenger. Oh well. Maybe not. Maybe it will handle worse. I gotta try something here, so I'll do that. No race brakes on this. I'm not sure what the Challenger had, I'll be honest. But high ride height, hopefully we do pretty okay. $7,500 RPM limit, just like the Challenger. The tach does go all the way to 9 for some reason, unlike the Challenger that only goes to 8. No matter though. Can I take a tight line? Yes, I can. Look at that. Very tight line, actually. Maybe I can do what I wanted to do with the Olds and take a inside the tree line. That would be difficult, I think, but I can try it. How are we doing for speed? 110. Slightly below average. I think the average is 111 or 112. Good turn there, on to our next lap. As expected, we are identical to the Challenger. Hold fourth gear. Yep, Challenger's literally right there. Nah, going left of the tree is too tight. I lose too much speed. It was worth a shot though, since I was behind the Challenger already. That was not ideal. Alright, I'll try to give myself a great run on to this last lap. God dang it. I can easily take that turn, like super flat out, if there was any more on the inside that checkpoint. Not so. Yeah, who would have thought that the Plymouth Cuda and Challenger would have been almost identical? Because they pretty much are. If I get a good run, they will be identical. I just haven't been able to get a good run this time. And that time I was just following the Challenger. That time I don't know why. That's it for the Fire Cuda. We do have one more vehicle to go for this episode. Which Plymouth will it be? It'll be the not Chevy Bel Air, the not old Cadillac, or will it be the not Corvette or Camaro? Same thing. Probably just made quite a few people mad with that statement, but whatever. Let's go Barracuda. There's one's a Cuda and the other's a Cuda, so two different Cudas. Let's see which Cuda is best Cuda. So I think this is a supercharged car. We haven't had a aspiration swap car go for a little bit. So we had the Mercury naturally aspirated, and we just had the Hemi Cuda naturally aspirated. This should be... That's on race brakes, nice. This should be a car that is quite the devil. We got full roll cage and everything. Got a good amount of boost. We can rev pretty high, 6,800 RPM. Not as high as the Cuda, or the currently going up against Challenger. But the Barracuda has always been known for its great handling here. It also does sound pretty good. So I have pretty good expectations for this car. I think it should be about even with the Challenger. Not sure if it'll be able to beat the current leader in the Boss 302. But I will give it a darn good shot. Speed, oh, speed is down. That's quite shocking, actually, because I thought, you know, we're supercharged. That should be helping us, but I guess not. It is taking the turns pretty effortlessly, though, as I expected. But I don't think we have enough speed. We may be in the Oldsmobile case once again. You know, the Oldsmobile. Best handling muscle car, bar none. But it couldn't even get 100 miles an hour. I'm holding third gear long because I know about that water splash there. Not sure if that's right for this engine though. Yeah, 108 again. When that thing's doing 112. Oh, look out. Slight death there. No big deal. I'll try not going to fourth down the road here. I feel like I don't even need to go on the brake sometimes. Bonk. I'm not sure what we're missing other than speed. I feel like we should have speed because we're supercharged. We obviously have more torque than the Challenger there. So what are we missing? Are we just aerodynamically hindered? You know, we may be, because those are some big scoops to say num 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 to the air. Or we don't go out for a nice tree hug this time. Couldn't even beat our best dirty lap? I thought I would. Dang. Well, that's it for that for now, I guess. If you guys enjoyed the series up to this point, you can leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks, Gameboy. I'll see you all next time with some more Plymouths. Goodbye, everybody.